Alright, so there are multiple ways of creating trees in Blender, like the sapling tree add-on. However, MTREE is one of the quickest and easiest method to create trees in Blender. You can download the latest release of MTREE version 4. I'll put the link in the description, and it works from Blender 3.0 plus. However, I have tried it and I find it best working in Blender 3.0. So try to install it in 3.0 version. You can download the older versions of Blender from the Blender site. Once you have downloaded the zip file, you can go to Edit, Preferences, go to Install, and locate your download file and install add-on. Enable it and save the preferences. Alright, so let's go to our editor and select the MTREE. Now this MTREE add-on basically works just like the geometry node editor. We need to create nodes to get the output. So click on New, and you can name this as basic tree or whatever you want. Now again Shift A to add a measure. So this is our tree measure. Now again Shift A to create the trunk. Plug the tree to trunk and just modify this seed value to show the result. So here it is. This is our trunk. You can see all these settings here. So these are pretty self-explanatory. So length, will change the length, start radius and end radius. Shape will define the influence of the dia from start to end. Upper traction and resolution will increase the resolution of the trunk. Now again Shift A and select branches, plug the tree to tree, and again change the seed to see the branches. Alright, so this branch node has many options. So I have just splitted the workplace to view it better. Now let's start with the seed. So again it is the random seed value. Start is the starting of growth of branches from bottom of the trunk. So if you increase the start, it will go up, and similarly the end. So always keep the end really up, more than 1. Then length, again the length of the branches, so shorter or longer. Then branch density, so how many branches. Then this is the important setting, start angle. So you can just increase or decrease it to gain the flow of the tree. There are two settings of this. So one is the start angle and another one is the up attraction. I'll come to that. So randomness is the curve randomness. So this is basically a curve, and as you increase the randomness, it is adding the noise to the branches, as you can see. Now break chances is the chances of how many branches are broken. So keep it low, keep it 0 actually. So if you increase it, all the branches are broken, so keep it 0. Then resolution, again it will increase the resolution. Start radius, again it will increase the radius at the starting point of the branch. Flatness is similar to the start angle, however it has the effect on in a different way. Now again up attraction is an important setting. So this will define the curvature towards up or down. So this is an important setting. Similarly, gravity strength, stiffness, and this is split probability. So how much or how many your branches are going to split, this will define it. So as you increase it, more branches are going to split, and as you decrease it, less are going to split. So the value of split you can add with another branch. So for example, in first stage, you keep this value 0 or near to 0, so there is no splitting, and you add another branch node like this, and here you split the branches, so you get a second set of branches. So you can go through this way. However, let's come back to our original tree. Then fillet axis is the rotation of these branches. So if you see from the top, these are the rotation, so random rotation. And split radius and split angle are not to be touched because it's basically the thickness again split at the splitting point, and similarly the angle at the splitting point. Alright, so these are the three basic nodes to create this tree, and of course you can add more branches as you need. And once you are happy with the shape, just come to this tree measure and click on add leaves. So it will add the leaves, but not in the MTREE node editor. Actually it creates the leaves as a modifier in the modifier stack. Here you can see. So first of all, let me increase the size. So this is the final tree, and all the settings regarding the leaves are here. So radius threshold is the starting point of the leaves. So for example, if I increase it, it will come towards the starting point of the branch. Then density and size. Size variation is a random variation in the leaves. Just keep it low. And these four values, deviation, randomness, flatness and weight, mostly change the orientation of the leaves. So what I feel is, whenever you are changing these values, just start with a value of 0. So let me set all of these 0. So this is the default, and you can just start changing all these and see the effect of each one individually. So if you see how the deviation is affecting the leaves, how the randomness is affecting, flatness and weight. Weight is mostly like the gravity in the branches as well. So this is how you can customize it. Now the benefit of this add-on again is that you have all this setup just like the geometry nodes editor, and you can just change the seed and you get your different tree. Alright, so now let's talk about the materials for this tree. So first let's tackle the tree trunk and branches. So for this I'm using Blender Kit, and in here go to materials and search for bark, and you get all these bark materials. These work pretty fine with this. So just select your tree and click on one of the material. It gets downloaded and applied. So UVs are laid out automatically in such a way that it works pretty fine, as you can see. So this is how it looks in EV. Looks pretty good, and of course it looks much better in cycles. because the shadows and the lighting is more accurate. Now again, to create the variation, it's really easy. You just select the tree, shift D to duplicate it, and now this duplicated tree will be same, and you select the previous tree and add a random seed. Maybe just change the length a little bit, make it longer or shorter, then again duplicate it and create another variation. And this way you can create multiple trees really fast. Alright, now let's talk about different leaf textures. So I have created a really interesting shape of a tree here, and this is having the default twig. So this twig comes default with the MTREE add-on, and if you see the texture of this is the texture, so it's very realistic texture. If you want to download these type of textures, you can go to texture.com and Polyheaven and more of such sites to create more realistic trees. However, I have painted my own leaves in Krita. So these are leaves I have painted with some flowers, and I have just applied the same principle. So if I show you, this leaf has different 3D objects as leaf and copied in the shape of the twig. I have did the same thing but with a reduced poly count and with the opacity, and I have also added this flower in the end, so it gives the same result. Now because this tree has this modifier stack, I can just simply select the twig object here. So the name of this one is L2S, so I'll just select the tree and here select the L2S, and our leaf is applied to the tree. Alright, so in the same way I have created these leaf sets with those painted textures, and you can see these all share the common shape, only the texture of the leaf is different. So I'm using this same image, and if you select any of this leaf, you can see the UV. You can just move this UV to any new place to differentiate the texture. So again I can just come to the tree, go to modifier, and from here I can select any of this leaf set and I will get the new tree set. Now these leaf sets are good for Blender because these are very detailed and the twig also has a 3D geometry. However, for exporting these trees for games, this becomes very high poly, and that's why I thought of creating a low poly version of these leaves. So I just created the leaf collage with the twig in the texture itself like this. So using this texture with a simple plane, I created this type of leaves with a very minimum polygon count. So as you can see, this has very low polygon count because this is having only one texture, and this also gives a pretty good result for a low poly tree. So let me select this one, LLP3. So here you can see. Alright, Now let's make this tree a complete single object. So I am using the low poly version and select the tree. Don't apply the modifier from here. Just go to search bar and search for make instances real command. Click on it and you'll see that it will create all these leaves as their own separate object. Now while these leaf objects are selected, just go to object, relations, make single user, object and data. So now these are all independent. Now you can just shift select any one of them and press Ctrl J and it will be joined together. So you can see this is one object. Now if you hide this joined leaf object, you can see that the tree still has the modifier on. So now we don't need this, so close this one. Now again show this. Now you can select both of these once again and press Ctrl J, and now your tree is one single object. So this is how these trees look in Unreal Engine. I have just imported these and added a little bit of movement, as you can see. So these are the low poly versions and these look pretty decent and give a pretty good FPS. Alright, so as always these trees are available to download for free with all the textures and leaf sets. You can download these and use in any of your projects. I'll leave a link in the description and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.